Whew. Why don't we reintroduce the players? They need it.
All right, starting in the bottom left corner. From Team Evil Geniuses, we have the two-time NASL defending champion, PuMa.
We got a little smack talk going down. But give it up for the red Protoss in the top right-hand corner. It is SKMC.
Now, this is actually a big sign of respect. MC sending out a probe scout on 9 immediately, even though he's resuming everything normally. Sometimes when people send out probe scouts on 9, they go for Nexus first, or they try to sneak in a really quick expand. But MC immediately trying to see what PuMa's up to, but even though he sent that early probe, no access into the Terran base.
Oh, MC.
Uh-oh.
Having the smack talk. Losing a lot of life on this SCV, but I don't think PuMa should lose it right here. We went into the styles quite extensively in the beginning phase, but MC, I think, is a little bit scared of PuMa's early gameplay. Remember what we were saying. He's very, very capable of doing a wide range of builds. I was saying that PuMa has been doing 1-1-1s for a while. He's just been doing this pressure behind that expanding. He's capable of so many different things. I think that's why we saw the 9 pylon scout.
Yeah, and MC is just doing everything normally. So is PuMa. He's going for that fast command center, and that's pretty stable on Cloud Kingdom. You do have kind of that ledge to help protect the high ground, or protect the low ground from the high ground. So there's not that much area you can kind of bust through compared to other maps like Belshire Beach, like Dual State, where you have a very wide open natural. So a very common build we do see indeed. And MC, he is going for that chrono boost on probes. MC loves playing a lot greedier with probes early on, but still be pretty active. Now, what's a big thing to decide is whether or not what MC does at around 5 minutes. Does he get second gas? And if he does, he usually tries to go for a few more gateways and then tech really hard and then burst a lot of units, just like we were talking about right before this game, Andre.
Yeah, there's been 2 different trains of thought. Do I get the second gas after the first gateway, or do I do it and prepare some, sort of defense? Get my gateways out, my 2 additional gateways out really, really fast, and then I'm safe against most, maybe 95% of different all-ins. I think MC is a little timid at this point. He doesn't know if his opponent is yet expanding or not. The very quick supply depot actually tells him not that much. We do have a little bit of an engagement right here, but MC should be able to... Ooh, he's taking a little bit more damage than he should be.
Yeah, and MC still doesn't have that much information. He's keeping his minnow count high in case he wants to drop those gateways. The Stalker does end up living, and now MC, he saw a good number of Marines. How many Marines is that, Andre, and what does that really tell him? Oh.
This is very standard play so far with the 5 Marines, but this Nexus, this is super greedy.
Wow.
He's basically saying, my opponent isn't going to be doing any one-base plays, and he's probably going to be playing defensive for the next 2, 3, 4 minutes around there. I'm going to play it very, very safe. Look at this, though. PuMa coming in here. This is a stroke of luck right now.
Yeah, now PuMa sees this 3rd Nexus, Andre, and he's going to try to see if he can take out the Stalker. MC does end up losing it, but there is a Zealot and a Sentry. PuMa trying to go for the Sentry as well, but it looks like MC will be able to protect his units accordingly.
Oh.
But PuMa really wants to chase it. PuMa's trying to chase the Sentry all the way back home, but MC does have enough units out. Now, the big thing is PuMa does see 4 gates. Now, normally MC, when he does this, puts on a huge amount of Stalker pressure, but PuMa also saw the 3 Nexi, and this is great information from PuMa, but was sacrificing all these Marines worth it?
Oh my goodness, I think it is. There's so much damage being done. Killing the sentries.
Oh!
There's so much in this.
Now that's definitely worth it. You can see PuMa is rallying more and more units. He does have 4 barracks at this point, so he can put on a lot more Marine pressure, but as the gateway count climbs, so does MC's defense. Now again, how should really PuMa take it from here, Andre, now that he scouts the 3rd Nexus?
He should consistently start, should consistently harass. There's no reason why he shouldn't. He wants to bait as many sentries as possible because he wants to give his tech a huge advantage. If he gets out, let's say, his factory, his starport, and his opponent doesn't have the robotics facility down, well, all of a sudden he has a huge advantage that he can really just push it and crumble his opponent to shreds, really. He can go and attack from the left side and from the right-hand side, and there's nothing really MC can do because he doesn't have any spotters with observers or any good tech like Colossus or Immortals.
Wow, you know, and PuMa did quad gas pretty quickly. You can see that he's double the gas intake compared to that of MC, and he does have bunkers up, so he will be double upgrading at the same time, combat shields and stims, so really gearing up for a strong mid-game army composition. See, MC does drop the robotics and grab his gases as well, so really preparing to tech really hard. And MC does have a couple options. You've seen him go Colossus at this point. We see him go Twilight Council and Fast Blink with lots of Stalker aggression. And there it is, the Twilight Council merely dropped.
I think the Twilight Council works out pretty nicely. What he's trying to do is actually catch his opponent off guard for some sort of drop. Maybe he can blink forward or even get the charge really, really fast. There's a lot of different options that go with this, with the Twilight Council. Even Dark Templars or High Templars, we've seen those strategies work out pretty nicely. Now, what does MC know? He knows his opponent is on regular tier 1 tech for quite a long time. He can't scale that fast. So what he's trying to do is just take advantage of his tech and play it a little bit more efficient. From there, he can actually get back what he lost from that beginning stage.
MC is getting Blink out now, but the big thing is that MC has been delaying upgrades, Andre. He hasn't been the one rushing for forges. He wants a pure amount of units, and PuMa salvage builds his bunkers, and he's rallying out now. He does have +1 started, but again, the big thing is MC knows that there's just a huge amount of units after controlling that watchtower. MC does have 4 more gateways, trying to get up to 8 gates so he can have a good amount of production, but for now, MC's only got 4 stalkers and a handful of zealots to really defend against this push. He needs a lot more to hold it. He's got 68 probes to 47 SCVs.
Yeah, it's quite substantial, but at this point, PuMa has a really tough time actually making this call, saying, I can do a lot of damage with this. I think he's just going to clear up the destructible rocks and probably push back the mirror because he's given up a lot of time where his opponent can already react to this. MC with 8 gateways, I think he will be able to just hold this off in time for him to get enough units out to crush this force. So PuMa really shouldn't go up that ramp.
And PuMa does end up sending Marine. Man, that Marine was the unluckiest Marine of all time. But you can see that MC does end up just pretty much defending accordingly, and you can see that he's now getting his double forges up, just like we were saying, delaying those upgrades. But once MC gets those upgrades, he doesn't mind playing behind. And sometimes he's 1-1 against like a 2-2 Terran who's already starting 3-3, but he still ends up winning because MC is able to use that massive units to micro them to maximum efficiency. Yeah,
it's a really cool style. Really what you do is just have a composition advantage on your opponent, and then you just play defensive, 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 get your expansions when necessary, and then from there you can really explode off of your upgrades. Once you get all your upgrades, you have this composition that's almost unbeatable, and it's really difficult for these Terrans this day and age in the current metagame to actually defend against that.
And what makes it so cool is that it gives a lot of mobility to the Protoss. You can see charge is almost done already for MC, so that gives him even more mobility with his army so he can be everywhere at once. And I love MC's observer placements as well, trying to also control the watchtower because he knows he can't control it as well. You can see that the Stalkers are pinpointing the factory, and PuMa's starting to move up here, and we might have an engagement sometime soon. PuMa scans and sees that the Stalkers are not with the Zealots and Sentries, but he does back off because he knows that, I'm pretty sure he clicked on one of the Zealots and saw that charge is about to finish soon.
Well, not only that, he knows his opponent just has, he knows that he can't go up there without getting segmented from those sentries. And now here we go, the big stim in, trying to get down one of those High Templars. Will he get it? No, he doesn't. Merges into an Archon. From here, PuMa just backs out. I think, PuMa's doing everything right. He did force that Archon right there, but he really needs to think about switching over to Ghost ASAP. I think the Ghost time is actually slightly short. He should have gotten this out way, way before because a single EMP can do a lot more damage, in my opinion, than any other unit possible. And when you're at such low upgrades, taking off those shields is so helpful.
MC does end up poking up, but he's losing a couple Stalkers here, just trying to get a feel of the map, seeing if he can kind of take it back in control. But again, MC has just been pretty much playing very safe defensive macro while getting up tech. And the cool thing is that MC is already kind of caught up in upgrades because of Chrono Boost and the fact that PuMa's delayed his upgrades as well. Now we do see PuMa is pushing out a couple Ghosts, but really also prioritizing these medevac production, which is really key, especially with the amount of storms that can come out of MC soon.
And what's so important is the fact that, these Ghosts are just going to help out so much with these High Templars. The 2-1 timing is actually approaching. And as soon as +2 finishes, I think PuMa is going to have a very, very nice push. If he can hold out until then, that's the big problem. I mean, MC has a very, very nice advantage with this positioning. And look at this. He's going to go down to the third base where PuMa is not around there. And with good High Templars, he's going to be able to just crush his opponent.
And it looks like PuMa stems a couple Mirage. He's chasing the High Templars, and MC's not paying attention to them. Does have some reinforcement zealots, but one High Templar does get sniped. Oh, two might get sniped, and that is huge. That's half the storms of MC.
That is gigantic. But look at this, 4 High Templars inside of that War Prism. That could do wonders. We're going to see the High Templars storm out. Ugh.
We do see MC trying to pick up a better spot. The Zealots can't really get through because the supply depot's great positioning. MC forced to disengage, tried to go for a storm drop as well, but is forced to evacuate for now, and that was a great job from PuMa.
Most definitely. The War Prism is just out of position constantly. This is really tough. Oh no, the War Prism! Oh, nice storm!
Massive storms on a huge power. Now MC is going to engage as well. A blink forward. Charge-outs are moving forward, and PuMa is not in position. His Ghost can't EMP, and even if they do, a lot of shields are down. PuMa is also backing up closer. Charge-outs are reinforcing as fast as they can. PuMa's not even stutter-stepping because he's worried about the reinforcements. Warbin from behind as well.
Wow.
MC going for the flank. PuMa forced to pull its SCVs as well. But will it be enough? I don't know. MC's now up 170 supply to just 110. And PuMa might not be able to hold his third base. And MC is charging through, crushing the Terran army.
There's no way to stop this. The reinforcements just get shredded to pieces. There's just too many ghosts out here. GG gets called out.
MC takes game number 1, starting off at the NASL Season 3 Finals.
PuMa, with such a commanding lead in that beginning stage, was not able to materialize, and MC, because of that, just took a surprising advantage. Think about how much damage those Marines did in the beginning stage. He killed Stalkers, he killed Sentries, he forced a lot of additional Sentries. Normally that doesn't happen, and every single time you delay that, think about it, it's like your Twilight Council is 1 Sentry. That's quite extreme. So the fact that he got so much damage in that beginning stage really is a testament to how good SKMC is.
Yeah, he scouted what PuMa's doing, and he said, you know what, I see enough Marines to know what you're up to, and I know that even though I want to get those fast blink stalkers and that robo out, I'm just going to squeeze in that third because he kept his minnow bank high, keeping his build flexible. This is the MC that we know. This is the MC that everyone fears, and I am so excited to see game number 2, Andre.
Yeah, what's important to note, I mean, you can really see the ghost timings actually affecting him in that. The fact that he had to get so many ghosts at that end stage, think about that. If he got him maybe 2 minutes earlier, he could just get by with like 5 ghosts. That's efficient because you have multiple EMPs there. But the fact that he waited so long really forced him to get, you know, maybe 10, 12, 14 ghosts. And when you do that, you actually lose out a lot in your Marine Marauder count and your medevac count. You want to actually supply that as much as possible. MC picked the right timing and just picked his opponent apart.
A great attack series from MC wins him game number 1. Thank you to Epson, the people who provide projectors for NASL Season 3. As we get ready for game number 2, DJ, kick it away. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. This is the NASL Season 3 Grand Finals.